Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, my name is Aisyah Rahma Sahira Siregar from SMA Tadika Pertiwi. In this opportunity, I'd like to share a folk tale about the golden snail. A long time ago, in a prosperous and peaceful kingdom named Daha Kingdom, there lived King Kertamarta and two beautiful princesses. They were named Chandrakirana and Dewi Galuh. The two daughters of the king lived a very happy and self-sufficient life. But Dewi Galuh was the one who was very jealous. One day, a very handsome and beautiful prince visited from the Kahuripan kingdom to the Daha kingdom. The prince was named Raden Inu Kertapati. His arrival intended to propose to Chandrakirana. King Kertamarta welcomed Raden Inu Kertapati's visit, and finally Chandrakirana was betrothed to Raden Inu Kertapati. However, the engagement turned out to make Dewi Galuh feel envious because she felt that Raden Inu Kertapati was more suitable for her. Forget the mainland, Dewi Galuh, then go to the witch's house. Can you curse my sister into something disgusting and make her away from Raden Inu Kertapati? Asked Dewi Galuh to the witch. That's very easy, princess, but you have to go to the palace now so nobody else suspicious, said the witch. The witch complied with Dewi Galuh's request. Then she cursed Chandrakirana to become a golden snail and threw her into the river. One day, a kind old lady was fishing with a net, and the golden snail were caught in the net. A golden snail? Look how beautiful this snail is, said the old lady. Then she brought the golden snail home and placed it on a jar. The next morning, the old lady looked for fish again in the river, but did not find any fish. So she decided to just go home. But when she got home, she was very surprised because there was already delicious foods served at the table. Where do these foods come from? Said the old lady. The incident recurs every day. Out of curiosity, the next morning, the old lady wanted to peek at what happened when she went fishing. Then she pretended to go to the river to catch fish as usual, then went back to the house to peek at it. After a while, the old lady was very surprised because the golden snail in the place has changed into a beautiful girl. The girl then cooks and serves the dishes at the table. Feeling curious, the old lady ventured to admonish the beautiful princess. Who are you, beautiful princess, and where are you from? Asked the old lady. I am the princess of the Daha kingdom, who is bewitched by my sister's envoy, because she was jealous of me, said Chandrakirana. After answering questions from the old lady, Chandrakirana changed again into golden snail, and the old lady was very surprised. Meanwhile, Raden Inu Kertapati didn't want to stay silent when he knew that Chandrakirana had disappeared. He also looked at it by disguising himself as an ordinary citizen. Finally, the witch found out and turned herself into a crow to harm Raden Inu Kertapati. In the next morning, the witch who had turned herself into a crow approached Raden Inu. You are looking for Chandrakirana, aren't you? Said the crow. What? How can you talk? But yes, said Raden Inu Kertapati. I can show you where she is, said the crow. Then Raden Inu Kertapati followed the crow. Instead of leading the right way to find Chandrakirana, the crow was giving the wrong direction and make him lost. How can we end up being in the middle of the forest? Asked Raden Inu. I believe this is the right way, said the crow. Suddenly, Raden Inu saw a starving old man. Then he gave him some food. It turned out that the old man was a great magic person. Then he helped Raden Inu from the crow. This crow is not a real crow. It's a witch, said the old man. The old man hit the crow with his stick, and the crow became smoke. Finally, Raden Inu was told where Chandrakirana was. The old man told Raden Inu to go to the Dadapan village. After walking for days, Raden Inu arrived at Dadapan village. He approached a hut he saw to ask for a sip of water because the supplies were running out. In the hut, he was very surprised because from the window he saw Chandrakirana cooking. And finally, the curse from the witch was lost because of that encounter. Then Raden Inu brought his fiancée and the kind-hearted old lady to the palace. And Chandrakirana told King Kertamarta about Dewi Galuh deeds. Father, Dewi Galuh is the one who told the witch to curse me, said Chandrakirana sadly. The Majesty apologized to Chandrakirana, and Dewi Galuh received the punishment accordingly. But because she was afraid, she decided to flee to the forest. Finally, the wedding of Chandrakirana and Raden Inu Kertapati took place. The party was very lively, and then they lived happily together. So, everybody, that's the story of the golden snail. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.